this video, I'm going to show you a trade that I did. I lost 120 ticks. Ticks is the measurement when it comes to day trading, and I made 1,350 ticks, as you can see here with the second trade. And this is something what's really important with the money management. But before I can explain to you the money management, it's important to first have cash flow, money that we can manage. That means seeing in what direction the market is going at. This is the S&P 500 future. That means if you have 1 or 2 hours to trade between 9 a.m. Central Time and 4 p.m., you can select somewhere 1 or 2 hours and you will see enough movement. If you just trade like 7 times or 15 times a month, there's just like 2 times, 3 times a week for 1 or 2 hours. So we have here the 1 minute chart because we have 60 candles within 1 hour. And when making only the 1 minute chart smaller, we don't need to have another chart, because you can see from here already very big structure highs and lows. I'm going to draw this one in for you, and I hope that you can use this also for your own trading. That means we have here this biggest structure low here. We have up here the biggest structure high, right? And then we have here smaller structured lows. And each of these lows or highs that you can see here are targets. When the market is going there, very often what we will see is that the market is going into a consolidation for 30 minutes, up to 4 or 8 hours even sometimes. So instead of waiting until the market is touching one of these white lines and then trading there, a reversal, for example, that means in the opposite direction, from my opinion, it's always better to trade to these targets, especially when seeing that the market is going down here, then up here, right? So how can you identify that the market is going to a bigger structure high or low? And the answer to this is you need to keep the chart small, and this is something what's very important, not this big here. This is even big still. You need to make the chart on the bottom with any trading platform very small, that you see on the left these bigger structure lows that has not been touched. That means, for example, a low like here where my mouse is on the left side has been here already touched and is not that interesting, because people who bought, for example, always place their stop where the market was not there yet. That means, for example, this low here or this low here. Those are the most interesting lows. And this is where you can also expect that the market goes in the 30 minutes or even more longer time of in a consolidation phase. And you can see here that the market was doing a lot of red candles. And for me, it was seeable that the market is pressuring down, because there are two kind of things. There's speculation and there's anticipation. When we see that the market is going up, as you can see here, and does a specific length in retracements multiple times, for example, as you see here, this length is very obvious. Or for example, now this length here was happening here. This length here was happening here, a bit even longer, to this 1 day VWAP. It's a volume weighted average price. So that's like the average price of the day. Really, really awesome tool. And when we see now that the market does the same length back, as you can see here, and if I can't see here that there are any green candles or any signal that it makes sense that the market goes higher, then for me, it makes sense that the market breaks out. So let's just take an empty chart, empty black space, and I will draw you an example. That means when seeing that the market goes in this structure higher, for me, it's very important to assume always that the market would turn here around and not to trade here a breakout. Even though when seeing here sometimes things, because this is anticipation, is that when seeing this, assuming that the same thing would happen when I start trading. And what just happened there is that the market was touching the 1 day VWAP and was sticking to it. So what happens if the market is sticking to the 1 day VWAP is that the market will fall back very often. That means seeing that the market does this and then comes back here. And then before the market, when seeing here that the market still pressures, then still trading down, because we can literally see how the market breaks down. This can be, I think, like the dangerous thing about it is it was not like that the market was doing this and then seeing something like this, that the market is breaking out here. It was more like having an additional information with the 1 day VWAP and also the actual length. That means you can see here the length the market was going down here. You can see that the market was here doing a length down here and even longer. So it's extending itself with longer lengths down. And when you actually look at how the market was acting to the 1 day VWAP, you can see that the market starts creating more volume. So that means just more candles lower. And when the market is creating more candles lower, it's just like when you just try to anticipate what the market is doing. It's like you're seeing that the market is doing this one. And now very important is not just here something like this and that the market goes down, because This is just a very small movement. What I would like to see is that the market does something like this, that the market likes to create here more volume, and then you see like the market does this. So when this happens, you can see here that the market has interest in lower prices than higher prices because it has spent more time and it has spent more candles there, equals mostly also to volume if you have the tools that you can use it. And that's just here what happens is that you can see here the market was also here a bit rounding up, right? Like had here weakness, and then it did here this lower high, was going down with a lot of red candles. And what I really love to see always when trading is that when the market is doing more than 3 red candles and it's just doing 1 or 2 green candles in a row, maximum 3 pieces, and you can see here there was not a single time the market was doing 4 green candles in a row, really beautiful, and then trading a color switch. Why trading a color switch using the 1 minute chart is because we have always a nice reference. There will be times where the color switch, like here, a green and a red candle, is that long, and then let's just say we adjust here $1,000, then in this case $1,000 adjusted and then making $5,000 here would be until down here. So this will be a very long way for the market, right? But let's just assume you would have a smaller color switch. Let's just say this color switch that you see here. And when adjusting here $1,000, we would have already $5,000 until this length. And what we can see here is that that is just way more shorter to make $5,000. So the length from here to here is shorter, or like it's like 2 times shorter, as you can see here when just comparing it to here, right? And that depends on how small the color switch is. So there will be many movements that we may see that the market is going down, and there will be this color switch, and it's important not to trade it. And there will be times where it's harder to see, but you may see the color switch, and it's important then also not to trade it. So the best combination, this is something what's really important when it comes to trading, is that the best time for trading is to have a clear trading plan. Step number 1, can I see that the market is going right now to a bigger structure low or bigger structure high? Is that also a $2,000, $3,000 movement? Can I adjust $100 to make $500 in the area, like on its way before the market is reaching this low here, for example? Like in this case, I had here this bigger structure low here that you see here, and the next bigger structure low was here, and then here. And I didn't trade it right where my target was. So what I did is I traded towards it, pushed it forward. That means here adjusted, for example, $100 here or $1,000 here. This would have been like a $1,500 trade. So the risk reward ratio is called as 1-to-1 from here. And then from there on, you can see the same candle was pushing through, and it gave me a risk reward ratio of 5.8 here for this trade. There was one time that I was getting stopped out and I was re-entering the trade. I'm going to show you this one here. That means it was like 5 seconds, 3 seconds before the candle was closing. I entered my trade here. It was already red before it just came back nicely, the candle. My stop placement was here on the wick. I got stopped out. Market was going down. I was re-entering the trade, and then I was placing my stop here in this area here a bit lower because my entry just got, as you can see here, 2 ticks or 3 ticks here a bit lower. What was pretty expensive. Very expensive actually. So let's just look here at the 4/14th, and I'm going to show you here how I was trading this scenario here. So here we can see how the market was structuring lower. When you pay attention, then you can see here a very big limit order. So you might have heard it in the internet about liquidity, and liquidity can be only seen, I think, like bigger structure highs or lows. You will see that the market is reacting there. But if you truly want to see it, you need something that is called a heat map. They're very expensive ones for $2,000, $3,000 one time, or like $150 I think a month, or like I think it's like $80 a month minimum. Like with data and everything will be $100. It would be, I think, not worth it in the beginning. But if you use, for example, Zero Chart, it's just included in its package, in its advanced package with one data. Like you don't need to have 2 kind of data feeds. Like it's just way more easier. And when seeing this, you can see here there's a buyer, somebody who wants to trade a lot. And when you just like do it right, and you can even set it up to see live how much what was being traded there. And then the thing is just like when you see that down here that somebody wants to buy here a lot, as you can see here, this orange line. And this is now the cool thing here, down here too. When you just look now at the chart, you can see here, those were these areas. So you can see here 553 contracts. So somebody wanted to do 653, somebody wanted to buy here. And when you now look to the left where those lines came from, if you remember from the beginning of this video, it was from this bigger structure low here, right? When you look exactly at the structure, then you understand how important structure is. is we have this bigger structure here, this one here, and then here, right? If you just look very closely, you see that this one is one station here, and this is a station here. So what is for me very important is always here around the highest point of a station and the lowest point of a station here. And if this is a station here, for example, also here, lowest point here and highest point is somewhere around here, right? Because you can see how the market here shifts here higher. And you can see then how the market is in this area here, where the consolidation phase is. That means where a lot of participant traded, was interest that the market likes to go at, to push it, right? Like down here, as you can see here, where those lows here are, very interesting. So always the market likes to go at the low, tries to push from one low to the next low or one high to a next high. And if the market can do it, then as you can see here, the market goes into a consolidation phase, because when we look now at the more bigger structure perspective, you need to imagine as if this would be like an onion. You can see here a very big structure low here, here, and here. Those are the massive bigger structure lows. So when we just go one structure higher, right, it looks like this. And the market will try from here to go down here and try to push through. And when it cannot push through, it will come back, goes in a consolidation phase, as you can see, and will wiggle around a couple of times. Some people try to buy up here and trade up here. I think it's nothing wrong with that. It's just like that it's more harder to trade. It's more easier while seeing that the market pushes out of it, like fully. If you see like the market does here these length of retracements, let the market push up here where my mouse is, or even higher, and then we can aim here for smaller structure highs, or even again a bigger structure high if there's enough power, what was not the case, what makes this so hard to trade. So waiting for a good opportunity, even if it takes you a second, a third trading day, or even a trading week, is all right. Because in trade management, it's all about, if I take like, let's just say $30,000 and I want to take $10,000 of it and $1,000 a trade, then I want to make sure that I have 10 good shots. So let's just say with a $3,000 account, firstly, with a demo account first, am I able to adjust always $100 a trade in average is very important to make $500 in average for each trade. And that's just something what's very important with the money management. If the main money making activity is actually like when you trade for 7 or 15 times a month for 1 or 2 hours, that's just like 2 or 3 times a week in average. Then the thing is just like, how many times were you able to see that you can adjust $100 to make $500 trading to those targets using a 1-minute chart? You have 60 candles within 1 hour. That means there will be enough color switches, green and red candles or red and green candles, where you can really say that the market is pumping down, is more closer to the lows than to the bigger structure highs, that the market is doing lots of red candles, as you can see, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces in a row, and only like 1 or 2 red candles. And for each color switch, if you look at the last 10 or 15 candles, you can see there's more red than green, what makes it an absolute trading opportunity. Of course, I got stopped out, but for each trading opportunity, I think for each move to catch must be done minimum 2 trades. There are some scenarios we may just shoot one time and then there will be no second opportunity. But in this one, it was really nice. And if you're a bit more advanced, you can also see how the 1-day VWAP, this is within 30 minutes calculated. So that means like 30-minute blocks, very powerful, by the way, because the market is running here in 30-minute instances very often. As I said, like consolidation phases, for example, takes minimum 30 minutes to like 5 hours or 8 hours sometimes. That means if you can calculate volume with the volume weighted average price per day, you can see how the market shifts here in volume each 30 minutes. And you can see from here to here, the 30-minute mark, that the market was pumping very strongly down. And then sometimes you find even down here other trading opportunities. In this case, I didn't took it because I had here already a very nice trading opportunity. And also this bigger structure low was already touched. And for me, mostly it's better than just to take the money, because when adjusting $100, for example, and to make $500, and you can manage 3 winning trades out of 10, even though if you would lose $700, 7 times $100, you would still make $800. And if you do this with $1,000 a trade, it would be $8,000. This is no financial advice. Please do this. Try this out with the demo account. Works out very well. And if you're a business owner and you have minimum of 5 employees or more, and you want to build this one with me together on the computer, sign up at tradewithjd.com. Just you find the link under this video. We can meet up. I'll give you some exercises, having a good time building up your trading as a business.